Hello everyone and welcome back to Timberborn, where our beavers have been working incredibly hard lately because we need to be building up a system where we can get ourselves up here near this bad water source. There are actually two reasons we need to get up here. First of all, I would like to use this cliff over here for some gravity batteries. And secondly, we need to design an aqueduct so that this bad water over here stops contaminating the rest of our settlement. And our secondary objective today is going to be, well, making our beavers really happy. Because happy beavers work faster, move faster, and if I'm being honest, I'm not really happy with just a 40% bonus. We need to pump these numbers up, okay? But before we can do anything worthwhile, we need to basically get a lot more planks than we have right now, because we have been able to stockpile lots of wood recently. However, our plank stockpile is just empty. So that needs to change. Oh, and you might notice this over here. Yeah, so ever since the last experimental update, levees and dams look different now. I wonder what other changes we're going to notice as we play. Alright, so while my beavers work over here on these things, let us bring ourselves to this place, which we built last week. The problem over here is that these beaver statues are fine and all, but this one is basically useless right now. The reason being that these two cover all of these houses anyway, so let's get rid of this one. We're also going to just place some roofs over here, because I believe these are going to be covering all of the houses. Yep, I have a really decent video on well-being and how amazing it is, and how to rush it. I'm going to link that at the end of this video, just in case you're interested in that. For the time being though, all we're really interested in doing is just making sure that all the beavers living here have access to all of these decorations right around their house. Oh, by the way, in that video I also mentioned that a decent way to get bonuses to all your beavers is by literally just decorating your well-being buildings. So this campfire over here, we can move these lanterns and these shrubs over here, and that will basically distribute the bonuses to everyone. But just to run that experiment, I'm going to destroy this shrub from this place, and we will be checking back in later to see if the beavers' bonuses remain high. If that is the case, we'll be able to basically remove these lanterns from this place as well. These chestnut trees over here, well, we're going to be able to grill them, and that's also going to give us a really decent bonus in happiness. Let's also work on increasing our population a little bit as well, because I am starting to realize that we don't really have enough people over here. This looks like a good place to fit a windmill as well. Yep, I think the single windmill that we have right now is simply unable to keep up with everything. The explosives factory can just turn off for the time being. I don't know why that is on. We have way too many explosives. Well, not way too many, just 65. But hey, that's enough. Yeah, we need these vertical power shafts over here so that both of these lumber mills get power. And once those are done, we can start working our way up here. Now, how on earth are we gonna get up to the top? Let's see. This looks like a good idea, right? Yeah. I'm sure there was another way to do this without using as many planks, but this looks fine to me. So let's just have them build this. We need to make sure that all the paths are connected. And honestly speaking, it doesn't really matter how long they take to get up here, because we are going to be placing a zipline station right on top, which is going to be connecting with our industrial district, of course. Yep. So this connection over here, and our beavers are going to be able to get up there really quickly, and we won't really need these stairs anymore. Wait a second. Oh no, we need to change some things over here. Basically, these stairs need to move over here to that side. And the zipline station... Yeah, let me just delete this. Yeah, this zipline station needs to face this way. And the reason for that might not seem obvious to you right now. However, let me just come over here. Let me delete this track. And you see, the problem is contamination. Yep, so we need to place these contamination barriers so that this fertile land over here, we can use that for some crops. Oh, lovely. So our working speed bonus is already up to 60%. I'm pretty sure we can bump it up more, right? Oh dear, and how could I completely forget about contemplation spots? Yeah, they need these as well. Let's make sure that there are plenty of these available over here though. Is there any other low-hanging fruit that we can just quickly grab over here? Apart from the chestnuts, which we're gonna get eventually. Oh, the Lido is complete, so this bonus is going up slowly. Bulletin pole. Why don't we have one already? What was I doing in this game, man? Okay, Mr. Bulletin pole. Oh, wait a second. No, not over here. We need to place that back here so that it covers this campfire as well as this rooftop terrace. Alright, and how is this place going? Okay, if I'm being honest, you guys can just stop working on basically all of these. Yeah, we don't need those anymore. And just divert your resources over here to this section. Thank you. I believe that's going to be the lumber mill done. Yep. Which means we're going to run into log problems again. It's just a complete circle. Okay, as soon as we figure out our power issues, we need to start making some dirt. And dirt is going to be made with excavators over here, right? Yes, the dirt excavator. Because we need to start some vertical farming over here in this place, okay? So let's just save up some signs for that. And let's also start working towards this wood workshop. Because we do have pine resin. Even if we don't have a lot of it, we do have some. Alright, and that's a well-being score of 18. And slowly but steadily, we are rising up over here. Okay, not everyone is going to the contemplation spots. Do we need more of these? We probably do. So let's just place a couple more. Okay, and now we are up here. So let's just make sure that our beavers can get to the places they need to get. And that is going to be this side over here. Lovely. And then we're going to be creating our gravity batteries off of this side. Wait, why didn't I just make it up there? Yeah, then we would need to take the power up there. Maybe in the future. Maybe we'll do that in the future, just not right now. Okay, and then finally we can have some double platforms over here, which will let us build the gravity batteries. You know what, since we're already here... Yeah, 1 second. Yeah, the double platforms take 8 planks and the triple ones take 10 planks. So we might as well just, you know, use the taller ones. Since our beavers are going to be able to build it up there anyway. Lovely, so that is going to be battery number 1. Yeah, let's just do battery number 2 right next to it with a gap of 1 for now. And that does mean we're going to need to dig this place down over here. But that was always the plan anyway, so let's start working towards that as well. Let's place some dynamites over here. Perfect. Oh no, wait a second. No. We need to be efficient with our dynamites. So we need to place triple dynamites. There we go. And do our beavers have a way to get up there? Yes, they do. Oh, I love this. I love how there's a warehouse full of dynamites right next to this place. We came prepared, okay? What is your guys' problem? Yeah, you don't have power. It's okay. We're working on it. We're working on it, people. Don't worry about it. Oh, that also means we need to get this power shaft all the way up there to these gravity batteries. Wait a second. How do they connect? Can these fellas just connect over here? Yes, they can. That is good. Alright, and then finally just a regular power shaft over here to connect these with the batteries. I'm pretty sure just 2 batteries are not going to be enough at all. I have no idea how much power these actually store, by the way. Yeah, you know what? I don't feel like taking out my engineering degree for this. No. It's going to be a trial and error thing. We're going to figure it out. If there's not enough, we'll just place down more, you know? Wait a second. They only need this 1 pit, right? They don't need me to dig this place. Because I don't want to flatten this entire map, so I want to avoid this as much as possible. Like, I want to avoid unnecessary dynamites. Yeah, so we'll just delete this 1 row and that's it. How are we on food, by the way? These crops, these potatoes are going to be dying. Yeah, because we don't have anything down here for everyone. Yeah, we need to raise this place up as well. Oh boy. Yeah, before we do that, why don't I actually try to dig this place down properly? So for that, I'm gonna need this bridge, right? But this is so expensive to unlock. We need the 6x1 overhang anyway. Yeah, let's save up for the overhang and then we're gonna use that up there as well. Oh, we have 4 days of drought left, but we do have plenty of water stored, so I'm not really worried about that. I do want to unlock this large water tank, however. So why don't I do that right now? Yeah, we need that as soon as this project is complete. Or maybe sooner than that. Maybe we prioritize this building. Oh, how's our happiness looking? Oh, you're at 20 now. That's so amazing. We need to get you up to 25. But even 20 is great. It's like 80% faster. And what about that shrub happiness? Yep, it's almost full. Yeah, so basically placing these decorations near the well-being spots is all you need to do. You don't even need to place them near their houses, okay? But I like decorating their houses, even if it's not really that decorated, even if it kind of looks bad. Ooh, the Lido doesn't have water anymore. Okay, so it's not going to be functioning. And from what it looks like, we're finally diving into our food reserves. By a lot, by the way. That is not what I'm happy with. Oh boy. Yeah, let me just pause one of these lodges over here. Yeah, I don't think we're ready for increasing our population so quickly. Oh, we have our chestnut trees now. Oh, these die in 6 days. Oh, they die really fast. We need to make sure that we can provide them with water moving forward. Yeah, so what I'm thinking over here is maybe we have a 3x3 over here to keep this place irrigated. Yeah, because right now half of this place doesn't get any water at all. So we make a 3x3 over here, obviously away from the edge of the map. And I don't think we have extract, so we're gonna have to wait for that. But we do have bad water stored, right? Do we? Yeah, we do. So we can start the centrifuge. I'm so tempted to just cut these trees down because I need the logs. Holy moly, finally we get some water and some light in this world. Like, how far away are you willing to travel, actually? If I place you over here, does that mean I can use this ground down here? Yeah, I can. So let's just prioritize this. We're gonna move the forester up here, and we're gonna get 4 more oak trees down here. These are gonna start yielding chestnuts really soon. So we need another one of these grills. And you, sir, are gonna be making grilled chestnuts for us. We can deprioritize this for now. We don't really need it that quickly. However, these machines over here can just start working now. We're gonna need all of them. Except the explosives, right? Yeah, we don't really need the explosives. Oh, we can trigger the dynamites now. Lovely. Okay, so this area down here needs water. How do we get it water? How do we get water over here? That's the real question. For that, I have a plan. We are going to tunnel, and yeah, let's just tunnel over here. Oh, it's 2000. Oh, we can't tunnel right now. It's okay. We have way too many science buildings over here. We're going to be able to tunnel really fast. Why is there water leaking over here? I don't like that. Yeah, can you not? The last thing I need right now is a really long drought, like a 30-day drought or something. Because we would need to cull so many people. Well, not cull, but just not breed more. Okay, I'm not a fan of how slow everything is being done, and we have been living without these contamination barriers so far, so we might as well, ignore them for a little bit longer. Let me just get rid of these over here, because every single plank right now counts. And we need to make sure that we get plenty of stuff done just in case this drought is really long and our trees die again. Especially considering we've just used up all of our food reserves as well. That also is a hint that we need to store more food. So a large warehouse over here for carrots, please. That's going to be nice and close to their homes. And yeah, so we're starting to get carrots again now. I am going to pause the gravity batteries themselves for the time being. And we are going to prioritize this area right now. Okay, I need 300 more signs for this though. Do we have the time to wait for the signs? Probably not. Yeah, we don't really have the time to wait for the signs, but it's okay. Worst case scenario, this drought is like 30 days, in which case we are going to do some emergency measures and shut down half of these houses over here. And if this drought is anything less than 15 days or anything less than 20 days, then we don't really have a problem at all. So it's basically a coin flip. 50-50? No, it's like 2/3. 2/3 of the time we are fine. Okay, we're starting to get chestnuts now. Okay, the drought is 17 days. That is fine. We are fine. We are okay. These can stop. Yeah, these can be just usual priority. Get to them when you finish all the other tasks, please. And since we have chestnuts now, well, that's a really decent amount of chestnuts stored, if I'm being honest. That means there's going to be load off of, some load off of our carrots and other stuff as well. I would like to store... Yeah, so this carrot warehouse over here can just switch to roasted chestnuts, please. Grilled chestnuts. Yeah, because we're creating like a very big one over here for carrots. Yeah, 1200. Lovely. Okay, and we have 2000 points saved up now. What do I want to use them for? We could just unlock the overhangs right now. Maybe I should not. I should be smart with this, okay? We're gonna do the explosives. We're gonna do the tunnels. We're gonna unlock the tunnels right now. But the tunnels need... Yeah, they need planks. Now, the smart way to do this would be to just link this over here with this side, right? Let's just do it the smart way. We're going to place this over here and all the way over there. Yeah, just this point is going to be fine. Water is going to be able to flow into it. Now, these are going to use a lot of planks as well, but that's okay. We have just switched all of our pine trees over here to be oaks as well. And to be honest, they're already half done. I know 38% isn't really half, but it's pretty close, okay? It's just 12% off. Okay, like everything in this game, I'm surprised I didn't do this sooner because this gravity battery is amazing. I thought it wouldn't be that nice, but you know, it basically charges overnight. And all of these windmills that we're building on these pillars sort of majiggies over here, these are also going to charge these. Oh my god, just a single one is basically lasting us throughout the day. And yes, we did dig it down over here, and I also figured out what this means. Think of it like 2 kilowatt hour per unit of meter. In terms of, for example, solar capacity if you've ever worked with that at your home. However, what on earth is going on over here? This should not be collecting. Yeah, so this has been happening at the end of every single drought. Oh no, we've just been hit by a 26-day drought, boys. And nothing is done yet. That's not good. So I'm just going to decrease our population by another 6. Actually, wait a second, we can support a lot lower population as well, considering our hauling post is up to 10 workers over here. Let's decrease that down to 5 as well. And let's also decrease the builder's hut down to 2 so we have a better idea about the jobs over here. Oh boy, and we still have 5 unemployed beavers. Actually, no, we have around 10 unemployed beavers. Yeah, we can support a lot less people. Let's lower the population at least during this drought. Because the last thing I want to do is risk losing the game when we're so far into it. Oh yeah, considering the fact that I had all these inventors as well that I completely forgot about. Yeah, we don't need so many beavers right now. We can backtrack a little bit. Fellas, you remember how we kind of increased our well-being by a lot? Well, these folks are refusing to die. And yeah, we actually haven't had a single death so far during this drought. Oh wait, no, we did have at least one. Yeah, I think we just had one. And we are almost... yeah, we're almost done with all of our water as well. We might be fine. We might be fine. Might is the operative word over here. Let's see how things go. Okay, our population is slowly, very slowly going down. Let me just increase the number of builders over here because while we're at it, I'm starting to realize this dam is simply not enough. Who would have thought? So, how are we going to do this? Let's say, why can't I build a levee over here? Oh, because there's a path over there, my bad. Let's say I want it to be this high now, okay? So let's just assign this fully. And over here as well. Perfect. Oh, we're gonna have to do it this way as well. Like over here in this direction as well. That's okay. No, wait a second. I kind of want to pressurize this area. Now, how do I lock this place up? Like fully, vertically as well as... yeah, I want to pressurize this area. How do I do that? This is gonna be interesting. I guess the first thing I really need to do is get rid of both of those because we don't need those anymore. And then we can copy these sluices over here for like one block and then place this over here. Let's prioritize this max because I kind of just destroyed the lifeline of my entire base. Yeah. Okay. So while you guys build that, I'm gonna try to figure out how on earth we're going to pressurize this place. Oh, we also need levees over here. And this place as well, please. Yeah, so maybe overhangs like this. And then we close this up from all the directions, right? And let's also place another platform over there so we can get up here. This is looking correct. And then maybe we need impermeable floors over here so that the water doesn't actually go through. Right? So there's going to be levees on this side, levees on this side. Yeah, this looks like it should work. And if it doesn't work, I'm going to be very surprised. Did I set it up properly though? So this is going to auto open and close above contamination 0%. And this side is going to close above contamination. No, don't close this. Yeah, this side is going to close below contamination 1%. So when the water is pure, this side is going to close. And when the water is contaminated, this side is going to open. No, wait. When the water is contaminated, this side is going to open. And the water is pure, this side is going to open. Yeah, that's much better. That's a much better way to say it. Hey, and that's also our first overhangs. Lovely. I believe this is going to let me take this dam up as much as I want. I did mess up over here. We don't need those anymore. And we also need a way to get up here. That's gonna be one. And yeah, so the camera gets really difficult to control when you're this far up. There we go. Perfect. And then on this side as well, we need to get up here. There we go. That's gonna let us get up there. Perfect. And then these ones over here can be the minimum priority. And everything else, you guys can just work on that. If I'm being honest, we really don't have the wood for this as well. But hey, at the end of the day, does it really matter? How is the situation down here? You don't have extract. Why don't you have extract? Because I have actually paused this. Okay, let's pause the explosives factory now. I think we have enough explosives. And let's enable the centrifuge. But the centrifuge isn't gonna work because we don't have any bad water over here. So pause the centrifuge as well. And this is when Timberborn turns into a waiting game. So let's fast forward a little bit. Alright, so it's been 2 weeks and this long drought is finally over. We almost ran out of water, but we didn't, okay? And that's what matters. So let's just turn on all of these water pumps because we need to, get our reserves back up as quick as possible. Actually, is it possible for me to get this large water pump? Yeah, I think we've delayed it enough. We need a wood workshop now. This place over here, you guys need to prioritize this, please. Let's set up the priorities properly now. Yes, please. Could you please finish this wood workshop so we can actually progress the game now? Yeah, before everything gets built and locked up over here, I just need to make sure that it performs during a drought as well as a Badtide. So let's wait for a Badtide as well. Boosts the growth of nearby crops? Excuse me? No one told me this was a thing. How much does it boost it by? And we also need to work towards getting some more wood. So maybe this place up here should be used. I should have been using this all this time as well. Yeah, so how is this going to work? I want some water over here, okay? Yeah, let's just get a forester up here. And we are basically going to plant some basic trees. Yeah, how about just some pines? But we do need to worry about actually watering this place as well. So how do we go about doing that? I could just do it manually for now. Yeah, let's just do it manually for now. Oh, wait a second. No, we don't need to do it manually. Oh, I'm so smart. Yeah, so let's just go one level down. And basically, what happens if I place a tunnel? Okay, I'm gonna wait for the dynamites first. Just so I don't mess this up. But I'm going to make a tunnel underground to this area. And that's gonna feed this place as well. With fresh water, because this place just has fresh water, nothing else. One second, I need some space so I can actually think about this, okay? No, this is fine. We're gonna do this and we're gonna connect it over here. And then right over here in this spot, we are going to be placing... Yeah, this spot is basically going to be a sluice, okay? Yeah, and now we need to figure out a way for beavers to actually get down here. Oh, brother. Yeah, the game is being awfully nice to me. It has been 4 days without a drought or a Badtide announcement. Usually, I just get it on the 3rd day, okay? I'm not used to the game being so nice to me on this map. Oh, stuff is speeding up over here. Yeah, the overhangs were the major bottleneck. As soon as they got finished, everything else is, speeding up. Wait, are you kidding me? I could have just made this one down. It didn't need to be this big. Yeah, it didn't need to be so high. I could have just deleted those levees and placed the overhangs down there. Wait, I might still do that. I don't think it's worth it to delete them right now because we're already short on materials, but in the future... Yeah, so I'm gonna be playing this map with Iron Teeth as well. So that is good information to know for that run. Oh, how are these dynamites over here? Oh, lovely. You guys placed all of them. Please go off. Beautiful. Okay, now we can actually store more water down here. I wonder if I can No, I'm gonna cancel this. 1 second. I've thought of a better solution. One that does not, require us to dig into a mountain. Even though that would have been so amazing. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that I am dumb. Because I could have just done this all this time. Oh, but then I'll have to dig into... But then I'll have to create so many levees over here. Oh no. Never mind. 1 second. We need time to think, okay? It's okay. It's not like we have the materials for anything anyway. Okay, so that's now 5 days without any bad news. Is that good news? If you don't get any bad news, is that good news? Honestly, I'm just happy the game is letting me, build up my water reserves over here. We did kind of go through them all. Okay, we're getting a drought in 3 days. That is okay. We are going to be fine with that. How is our happiness looking? Happiness is at 22. And I believe that is good enough bonuses for everyone at this stage, right? Yeah, I don't have the materials right now to make them more happy. We could also just feed this manually for now with like hard labor. Yeah, the fluid dump over here. I'll see how long this drought is and then decide accordingly. Yeah, because if the drought is really long, like the last one, like 20 plus days, then there isn't much we can do except just survive. Okay, so the drought is basically under 20 days and that is fine. That means we will be able to survive and our water reserves will fill up during this time as well. So I'm not worried at all. And basically, I'm going to do this. I'm going to place a fluid dump over here for now. This is just temporary. And we are going to prioritize this. And you guys are going to be dumping water over here. Okay, and we're also going to place a paper mill over here because it feels like I should probably have some beehives over here. But I need paper for that. Because if these things increase the speed at which these crops grow, then they seem kind of overpowered, right? Unless the bee stings are super difficult to deal with. Okay, if I'm being honest, this really isn't a lot of water, maybe like 100 max. And it is keeping a very big area fertile over here. So I'm happy with that. Yeah, let's plant oaks, as many as we can. And basically this entire area. Yeah, because we don't really have any power. I was gonna say we don't really have any problems keeping water, but apparently we've already used half of it. You guys better not be leaking any water over here, okay? I don't think you are. Yeah, honestly, I just don't want you to open at all. We're not gonna be opening that anytime soon, and I might just get rid of you guys and just place usual levees over there. I do want another large water tank so I can replace some of these small ones over here. They're just using up space that would otherwise be really good to have. Oh, maybe I could just place a large water tank on top of the water. You know? We'll see. We'll figure something out. Okay, how is this area looking? Oh, lovely. Okay. So it's basically, yeah, keeping this entire area fertile. That is incredibly good. Yeah, that is good. That is very nice. So let me actually create another lumberjack flag up there. And down here, I think we can live with just a single one now. You don't need to. Okay, here's the weird thing. So we've basically had an 18-day drought, right? And the first 10 days, we ran out of the water over here. Entirely, by the way. That doesn't sound so good. Yeah, we need to figure out a way to store more water, and we need to do that quickly, because if we get hit by a 30-day drought, things are going to turn really, really bad really, really quickly for us. Also, I don't like how this farmhouse over here isn't going to be able to reach the depths over here on this side. So maybe we just cancel this entire agenda. Yeah, we're not going to do this over here at all. Nope. And we will figure something else out. Okay, since we're not using this area down here for an aquatic farmhouse, I have a better plan. You see how certain areas remain fertile over here even when, we stop pumping the water? Yeah, I need that in more areas, okay? I need that in more locations. So the lowest hanging fruit is this location. Yeah, so basically what we're going to be able to do is keep this area fertile for longer. And that sounds like a good plan, right? Okay, here's a couple of things that I don't like about this colony that we need to change in the future. I don't like how the water that is being used to, keep the land fertile is also the water that we are drinking. Like, all the water pumps are basically over here. Like, ideally, in a perfect world, these should be up here, right at the source, so that during a drought, we don't, dry up all the water. Okay, the drought's ended now. And what's the plan, people? Shall we resume this facility over here? Do we have wood now? We do not have wood, obviously. Why would we have wood? I could move this over here, and that way, yeah, we get rid of that road and we basically dig this trench deeper as well. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, but we're not going to dig that one deeper. I don't want this water pump to work during a really bad drought, okay? All right, and we're going to be getting our Badtide. I just need to make sure that this system works over here, because if it works, then we can get rid of this second pair of sluices over here and replace this entire area with, you know, a better solution. For the time being though, we can't really do anything because kind of we are having a wood problem, okay? And we're gonna continue having wood problems until this area yields something. Oh, wait a second, we're getting a Badtide. Oh, this area might get contaminated really badly. How many planks are we able to make in 3 days, people? And how many planks are we using in the next 3 days is the better question. Yeah, I want contamination barriers up here, please. And let's prioritize these up to the maximum possible. So those are going to use all of our planks and metal blocks. Yeah, so I think even if these contamination barriers get built, it's not going to help us at all. Because doesn't the contamination... Yeah, I think the contamination doesn't care. It spreads around blocks as well. So maybe we might need some down here. Okay, so surprisingly, we were able to build it. Yeah, that means our plank and block problems are solving themselves. And we need another lumberjack flag over here as well, because apparently we were not able to cut down these trees fast enough. Okay, one second. I need to drop a save. Because if this messes up, I'm kind of screwed. Oh, it still sent some over there. That's not nice. Game, please. That is so rude of you. Okay, we're gonna get contamination really fast now. Okay, so it has spread into one block. And let's see if it continues spreading over here. And how far it spreads as well. Oh crap. Ah man, just these 3 over here. Oh, it is also a 22-day Badtide. Completely forgot about. Yeah, completely missed that. Okay, 2 things. First of all, you sir need to move up there, and then you're gonna connect with... Are you able to connect with that? That's too far. My bad. If I move you to this corner though, can you connect then? That is still too far. Well, you know what? We were gonna need to unlock it sooner or later. So we might as well. Yeah, like connect with that. Line obstructed. Oh, for God's sake. There. So you're gonna connect with that, and then after that, you're gonna connect with this one. Perfect. But this one cannot be built because it's, you know, too far away from the district. Can this one be built? And can you connect with this? Yes, you can. All right, cancel that one. And now we need to basically prioritize this as well as the zipline pylon. Why am I prioritizing these, by the way? I have no idea. I don't need to. Hey, it is fun though. Oh, brother, we have so many logs now. I'm so happy about that. Yeah, that's the deal with these oaks. You don't have logs for very long periods, but then you basically get a lot of them. Yeah, we need a pile up here for logs as well, because we're going to have builders who are going to be building this place up. Builders going to be building this place up. Nice. And this is going to be set to, well, not obtain, actually. Yeah, you can just accept it. All of this effort is only being done for a single thing, by the way. These guys left this unfinished at the end of the day. Oh my god, it's at 90%. Just come and finish it so you can get to work faster the next day. Alright, so now that the pylon is finished, we can get rid of this zipline station and connect this pylon down to that one. Lovely. Oh, that's a lot of materials that are going to be useful elsewhere on the map, right? Now let's get back to business over here, because we are going to be... Okay, one second. We can't get back to business right now because we need to place these contamination barriers over here. Yeah, so just one more down here should do the trick. Okay, let's get rid of these stairs and we're going to place a platform over there instead. Oh, there's already a platform over there. All right, that's going to be much better. Because these guys... Yeah, let's place spiral staircases. Those are going to be my first spiral staircases. Let's just have our beavers finish this place up. Yeah, because we need to see if this place is actually able to pressurize and fill this dam up vertically as well. Which I don't think it's going to be able to. Oh, that means we need to get rid of the suspension bridge as well. Yeah, so all of those materials are going to be really useful right now. And are we removing these sluices over here? Is another question. No, you know what? Let's keep them. Yeah, we don't need to get rid of those. We can keep those sluices over there. They look nice if you look at the dam from this direction. And yeah, let's just keep these ones open all the time so that we can run our tests once this Badtide is finished, that is. Okay, and how is the food situation right now? We have a lot of chestnuts stored. Okay, the store is full of grilled chestnuts, so that means I need another one of these large warehouses for chestnuts. Where are we gonna place that? Let's just place it back here. So this is going to be roasted chestnuts. Yeah, as much as you want to call them grilled chestnuts, I'm just gonna keep calling them roasted chestnuts, game. I'm sorry. And while you're at it, stop planting trees over here because I'm going to change those to oaks as well. And let's also start working towards something else that I've been planning, which is going to be this tunnel over here. So maybe like, let's start with just 2 over here, okay? And then we're gonna go into it, underneath it, inside of it. Yeah, so that means we need to get rid of all of these machineries and things, because I have a feeling that this project is probably gonna be a more difficult one. Yeah, let's cancel this as well, this first one, because in that place we need just a single dynamite. All right, that's gonna detonate right now, and then we are going to go underground over here. Lovely. And basically what I want to do is I want to dig it straight over here all the way to this place. That sounds like a good idea, right? Nothing can go wrong. Alright, so we have just paused all of our lumber mills so we can finish this dam up quickly and see if this pressurization tactic actually works. Or if it's just going to be blowing up in my face, you know? Oh bro, I would be so sad if it doesn't work. Wait a second. Oh, don't tell me I don't have this place covered. 1 second. Oh, I don't have this place covered. This needs impermeable floors. Oh, I was about to have a disaster over here. Because this side would obviously get pressurized, right? And that would send all the water over here. Okay, we solved that problem, I hope. Alright, so now it's going to be filling up with water, but then we need to see if the water fills up above these sluices. That's basically what we are looking for over here. However, I'm pretty sure we need to wait until this side is done, otherwise we're going to be flooding our entire base. And we don't want to flood our entire base, right? Okay, game, I said we don't want to flood our entire base. What happened? Is this something you do every single time? Oh, it's exactly that. It's exactly what you do every single time for a few minutes. That's okay. I need to make sure that these sluices don't actually close themselves above like a depth, right? Yeah, they don't. And these ones also don't. Okay. Come on, people, do this before the drought actually approaches so we can see it work. And also so we can store more water, you know? That would be nice as well. Just saying. Is there something I can delete to just get a lot of logs? Should I sacrifice the chestnut trees? Oh, hell yeah. Let's do this. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not gonna sacrifice all of you. I'm not that rude. But we are gonna sacrifice a fair bit. This is important, okay? And what else? What else can I delete? Oh man, this thing used 60... Yeah, I basically used 60 logs over here. That could have waited just a couple minutes more, you know? Okay, I've basically forced them to build just this one. And there we go. That should be enough for us to find out. Yes, it pressurized. Okay, that's good. That is so amazing. Wow. That is insane. Our dam works and we were able to pressurize water like never before. I have another question. Can we store pressurized water? Like how much water is going to be in there right now, basically? And how long is it? It's 24 days. Oh, brother. It's 24 days and it's basically just one extra tile over here. See? That's the sort of stuff that I don't like. Alright, you guys can stop cutting down these trees over here, please. Yeah, unmark this area and let's just place down chestnuts back. And that is it. I'm going to call it over here. And next time, join me as we dig into the mountain and we figure out a way to irrigate different and distant places on our map without actually leveling this entire place. Yeah, I feel like leveling the map is just boring, okay? Okay? Oh, wait a second. I didn't ask you to smash that subscribe button. You should probably do that. And bye!